Gun Shalom Akyam. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the Alba Apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Shalom to the sincere Akyam, spread his truth and sincerity. Shalom. In this video, I want to talk about the storm, which is being called Eunice, and what I want to bring out in this lesson for the majority is the fact that the Most High is in control, of this storm. And this might be something that people are not aware of, so I want to bring that out with the scriptures to show you that it's the Most High, whose name is Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, who's the power of Israel. So Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and those that were scattered among the heathen nations, that might look like the heathen nations, but this lineage does go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and that he's in control, of the storm that is taking place right now, in in the western part of Europe, and namely England, the Netherlands, and another country. Let me see, and Germany, Ireland. You know, so what you can see right in front of you is something that is going on due to the storm. Um, for instance, in this picture, you know, comparisons being made with previous storms, Storm Dudley. I don't know when that storm actually took place. So let me look it up. Storm Dudley. Which actually taking place right now as well, around the same time. So comparisons being made with these two storms that are passing over the Netherlands, and um, what we can see right here is that Storm Dudley had a wind speed of 100 kilometers, between 75 and 100 kilometers. But when we look to Storm Eunice, the expectations were uh, starting at 90 to 100 kilometers an hour, all the way up to 130 kilometers an hour. And this morning, when I was at work in the car, I listened to the radio and I overheard them talk about how there are in the United Kingdom, um, there were wind speeds measured of almost 200 kilometers an hour, which has a crazy speed if you think about it, man. This day as well, we were being warned, concerning watching out, being safe at the job, because as some people might know, I'm some sort of electrical technician that fixes up the malfunctions concerning light poles. When the light is not burning, change the lamps, change the see what that word is. I think it's the ballast. So sometimes you have to change the ballast, change the cables in the light pole. So today as well, we had to, go to work. Meanwhile, this storm was increasing. We encountered a couple of emergency situations, which we get basically a message from the office like I got an emergency. Go to that place and fix that situation, and make sure that the situation is safe. Today we had like one light pole that was being crashed into. Then we just cut it, with a saw. Then we just divide it in certain parts, take it out of the ground, make sure that the cables are fixed up and safe. Another another crash as well. But also we had one light pole which basically fell over and ended up in the water, for half part. And we also had to make sure that that one got out of the water. But that's all due to the storm that took place. It might be that the people were also shook by the weather, the storm raging. Because when I was on my way home, you know I could really feel that my car was being, tossed to and fro, to the left and to the right. Even this man, was honking the car because he thought that I was not paying attention, while driving. You know, but it's the weather that made me go left and right. You see, because my car is a very light car. It's like 800 kilos with a storm of between 100 and 200 kilometers an hour. My car is gonna go, left and right, and all over the place in the Netherlands. Situations took place, of which also two people died. On my way home, walking from the car to the house, I saw that a pole, just a pole with a flag on it, was bent in half. So we can see that this storm is wreaking havoc upon the Netherlands. Haven't read into what is happening in Ireland and the United Kingdom, nor in Germany. But I want to, speak to the people that are living in the Netherlands, that they may know that it was the Most High Yahawashi that is in control of the storm. See, even the death and the damages that take place. This is also an article from today, and it says in Dutch, um, Eunice kan zwaarste storm van 21ste eeuw tot nu worden, which means in the English that this storm could be the heaviest storm of the 21st century. You know, could be. It says Storm Eunice is gonna cover the land, as of this afternoon. And it's probably gonna be the heaviest storm in years. Maybe it's gonna be the heaviest storm in the century. That's what the weather online is predicting. That's what they're expecting. So I'm gonna read a little bit about the storm Eunice on the Wikipedia. Show a couple of articles. Then I want to go into the scriptures. It says Storm Eunice is an extratropical cyclone that is part of the 2021 and 2022 European windstorm season. Storm Eunice was named by the Met Office on February 14th. On uh, on the 16th of February, an amber weather warning was issued for the whole of southern England, Wales, and the Midlands. A red weather warning was subsequently issued on February 17th for part of southwest England and South Wales, meaning a danger to life from flying debris, with the second warning issued on uh, February 18th for London, southeast and south and east of London. Eunice broke the record for the fastest wind gust record in England with, you see, with 122 miles per hour, which is almost 200 kilometers an hour at the Needles, Isles of Wight. So in in England, an Amber issue was warned, which also I received one recently, like 12 minutes past 5, and it says in the English, extreme weather in large parts of the Netherlands, stay indoors. Only call the emergency number 112 in a life-threatening situation. The emergency number is overloaded. For more details and updates, see politie.nl. So this is a fairly dangerous storm that the Most High is bringing upon the earth. And to be specific, over here, in the western part of Europe. Reading on, it says in France, an orange warning was issued in 5 departments, with 140 kilometers an hour winds anticipated in the northernmost point of France, North Pas-de-Calais, Somme, Seine-Maritime, and Manche, all received orange weather warnings as a result of Storm Eunice, and yellow weather warnings were issued for most of northern France. The SNCF in Hauts-de-France currently reports no significant damage in France as a result of Eunice, but this could change as damage is uncovered. It says, meanwhile, in the Netherlands, where I live, the Meteorological Institute KNMI issued rare code red warnings as a result of Storm Eunice in Zeeland, South Holland, North Holland, Friesland, and IJssel regions. A code orange was in effect for the rest of the country, excluding Limburg, facing only a code yellow warning. They reported that they expected gusts between 100 and 120 kilometers for inland areas. This is the fourth time a code red has been issued since 2021 in the Netherlands, with the last in July 2021. So this is what was being spoken about. Um, it says code red warning as a result from storm Eunice for Zeeland, South Holland, North Holland, Friesland, and IJssel regions. Let's see where is it? Which is this region. This is Friesland, Zeeland, um, Friesland over here, like this part. This is North Holland, um, or this is South Holland. I'm looking from that part. And it's very weird because here we have South Holland, and this is like Brabant, which is a southern part of Holland. This is the Limburg spoken about. You know, this is where I live. This region, which Netherlands is a fairly small country. Reading on, it says the cyclone is expected to bring gusts of up to 130 kilometers per hour inland and 160 kilometers per hour around coastal areas in parts of Wales and South England. People living on the north coast of Cornwall, Devon, and Somerset have been warned to expect flooding. So, yeah. Concerning the Netherlands again, it says Dutch railway operators NS announced on February 17th that it was canceling all domestic and international train traffic on 18th of February at 2 o'clock. A red weather alarm was issued by the Royal Netherlands Meteorological Institute for 5 provinces, including North Holland, South Holland, Zeeland, Flevoland, and Friesland. All other provinces except Limburg received an orange weather alarm. Many universities and schools closed their doors in the afternoon on 18th February. In addition, national retailers, courts, and town halls stopped service across the country in the afternoon. So, yeah, it says live blog. Let me see. Let me update this. It says live blog. Storm Eunice kills 3 people and huge damage. So prior before going, into this video, there were only two people that died. Um, let's see what this is going into. Of course, an advertisement. Hmm.
Well, good luck and have a nice
Thank you.
evening.
Have a nice day.
kind of messed up because I want to agree they were coming down. So yeah, not much to see there. We want to see this tree, but let's go to this one. It says, because of Storm Eunice in the city of Amsterdam, dozens of trees, came down on the Aalsmeerweg. Somebody passed away. Someone in Demon also died. It says the KNMI, which is the Weather Institute, gave out code red as of 2 o'clock. The fire department and the government, called out for the people not to go outside. Let me see. Another one, boom. So yeah, man, the Most High ain't playing.
Oh nee. Oh nee. Oh nee, dit wordt echt niet gezellig.
This tree is about to fall.
Oh nee, oh nee. Oh nee, oh nee. Kom, nee, please niet. Please, holy shit, man. Holy shit, oh mijn god. Oh mijn god. Oh mijn god, ik ga er nu heen.
But if I'm correct, that person was hit though.
Oh nee. Oh nee, dit wordt echt niet gezellig. Oh nee, oh nee. Oh nee, oh nee. Kom, nee, please niet. Please, holy shit, man. Holy shit, oh mijn god.
Yeah, that guy was hit over here. So there was the NL alert that I received as well, at the same time. Let me see what else does it say. A little more. Falling trees.
Oh my god!
Hoppa.
Hij gaat er letterlijk zo uit. Oh my god, meneer!
This is a residential boat, that we have in the Netherlands, that people live on, on the water, that got loosened from the dock where it was docked. So now you have a house that is just, out and about in the water. Another one. This is the tree. Same tree, but different angle. This is beautiful, man. This is the Most High, visiting the earth which He made, man. Bringing storms, tempests, also other wars and rumors of wars that are taking place right now. It's all beautiful, man. What's this? So here we have a tree against the kind of the Dutch tram, which is similar to the metro, to the cable. This is the roof, the little things on the roof that come down. What is this? Ciao.
Heb je het gefotografeerd?
This is what happened with this tree. It came down all the way from so deep, man. Damn. Most High is not making jokes. Man. Para. Damn. Even the panels from the sound wall next to the highway, got loose. What's this? Get away with those advertisements. And things coming down from buildings. So yeah, man. So right before we were informed to come back to the office, you know, right before that, this storm was, increasing. They would also receive the emergency that was a different place. So we had to go there as well, which a Kalal Yahawashi, he made sure that I got home there, and I got home um, that I got there safe, and that I got home safe as well. You know, this is Psalms chapter 107 and verse 23, and this is concerning seafaring people, that experience, the wonders of the Most High on the waters, in the sea with the storms. So it says, they that go down to the sea in ships, that do business in great waters, they see the works of the Lord Yahawah and his wonders in the deep. So those people that are occupying themselves with jobs related to being on the sea, they're the ones that are able to see the works that the Most High performs over there. Verse 25, for he commanded and raised up the stormy wind, which lifted up the waves thereof. It's the Most High that commands and is able to bring in that storm, which is able to increase the waves, which makes the waves like this. This is what the Most High is able to do, upon the sea by raising up a storm. The wind that is gushing, over the water, is making the waters move forth. That's all by the strength of Yahweh Bahasham Yahawashi. It says they mount up to the heaven, they go down again to the depth. Their souls melted because of trouble. This is talking about, the waves that go so high, and also go so low. Because have you ever seen these movies in which you have a ship that is, going so high and then it's going so low as if it's if they're on a roller coaster? That's what you have to visualize. How those waves are going so high, you know, in the sky, but eventually also go so low. And then the people that are in the ships, they're hella terrified, man, because their life hangs in doubt. Are they gonna die? During this storm, are they gonna die when they're so high, and then they're gonna be eventually brought low? If you look up that word mount, it says to get upon a horse, to rise up, rise in a mount, ascent, to go up, ascend, climb. So to increase in height. It says they root to and fro and stagger like a drunken man and are at their wits' end. So if you've ever been in a boat, or you've been drunk, you're moving like this, because of the boat that is being tossed to and fro because the waters around it, which is similar to how a drunken man, is eventually moving itself forth after he has drunk too much. Verse 28, then they cry unto the Lord Yahawah in their trouble, and he bringeth them out of their distress. Once these people experience such a thing, they're afraid. They pray into the Most High, you know, and then the Most High delivers them out of that stressful situation, out of their trouble. Verse 29, he maketh the storm calm so that the waves thereof are still. So it's the Most High that is able to calm down that storm and make sure that the waves, are just normal. To the point of me bringing out these scriptures, pursuing to seafaring people that are experiencing the wonderful works of the Most High that He does upon the sea, is because these scriptures show you that it's the Most High that is in control of the storm and of the winds that take place upon the earth. He's the one that is in control of that. So that shows you that this storm that is, moving across the Netherlands right now is all in the hands of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi. And the people that died by reason of the storm, died because the Most High put them to death in this way. See, now that I, even I, am He, and there is no God with me, I kill and I make alive, I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So there's no other God, next to Yahweh Shem Yahushai. There's no other God in general because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, He is the Most High. And all the gods of the nations are nothing but idols. And it's the Most High that puts people to death. He's the one that is able to raise them from the death. He's able to wound people. Man, today with today with the light pole that was half in the water, that wasn't a light pole that had a resemblance of a light pole from antiquity. It was a pole that was from the 1950s or 60s. It looked like that. But it was very heavy, like I don't know, cast iron or something. And while we moved it, that light pole, got on my feet, man. That shit hurt. After that, I took off my shoe, and took off my socks, and immediately, man, I had a how do you say that, blue spot there, man. That we say blauw plek, similar to what people have when they have a black eye, like that, darkened skin with the blood there, you know. So that's what I had, and the Most I was in control of that, man. He caused me to, to eventually get hurt in that way. It says, and I heal, neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand. So nobody's able to escape the judgment of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. See, you think you may be able to hide yourself, but the Most High is gonna get you anyway. And also those people that died today during these storms, eventually, you know, they were not innocent. And how do we know that? We know that pursuant to Job chapter 4, starting in verse 7. Remember, I prayed you ever perished, being innocent, or where would the righteous cut off? Even as I have seen they that plow iniquity, and so wickedness reap the same. See, so if you are being put to death, there's a reason for it. The Most High knows that reason. In the eyes of the people that know that person, might be a good person or a good female, but the Most High knows what was going on behind the scenes. In your past reincarnations. The Most High knows that you were a piece of shit. It's Isaiah chapter 29, verse 6. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord Yahawah of hosts with thunder, and with earthquake, and great noise, with storm and tempest, in the flame of devouring fire. A quick look at the word visited. says, come upon afflict, to see notice, to visit, inspect, examine. So in this, in this verse, we can get the understanding of come upon afflicted, because the Most High is bringing, the thunders, the earthquakes, the great noises, the storms and tempests upon the earth. If you see those um, wildfires, for instance, in Australia, the Most High is in control of that as well. You see, that's why it's a fearful thing to be in the hands of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because nobody is able to escape out of his hands. That's the beauty. You might think you're safe, but then the next thing happens, man. Those people might have escaped, by the inches today, with missing the trees, but you know, judgment is gonna come for those people that are not destined to receive salvation. You know, whether it's death, slavery, you know, people are gonna receive their judgment. So with that, pray and hope that this lesson was edifying. And I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Qadash. Double honors to the elder apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well, and shalom to the sincere Akim, spreading truth and sincerity.